I just left another meeting in Sacramento regarding police-community relations, which was prompted by the shooting of Michael Brown by a Ferguson, Missouri police officer. It is very frustrating to me as a law enforcement officer and community activist to watch law enforcement and citizens kind of miss each other in this debate. Almost everyone is well-intentioned, but I fear as our community moves forward on this issue, we're going to take some big missteps. For decades, the central issue around the misuse of force has been police accountability. In today's meeting at the Robert Porter Center in Meadowview, this was the underlying issue for several who asked questions. I tried to hone this issue by asking the panel, aside from your internal affairs unit, to whom are the police accountable? Elk Grove Police Chief Robert Leonard, who was the only police leader on the panel, took the question. In part of his answer, he replied that the police are accountable to you, the citizen. Think about that for a second. A top law enforcement official is telling us that in the end, after all of the debates, all the squabbling, and all the rules, law enforcement is accountable to you, the citizens. So the question for us is, how do we turn the key that is clearly in our hands? Both for the Sacramento Sheriff's Department and the Sacramento Police Department, I have advocated for certain meetings to be televised. In the case of the sheriff, I want the Citizens Advisory Board meetings recorded, televised, and available on the internet. I wanted the same for the police department, and I've also requested the police chief make monthly appearances at the city council and give us a detailed briefing on crime, disciplinary issues, and notable events. Additionally, back in 2011, I asked Mayor Johnson and the council to do something about the ineffective Racial Profiling Commission and the serious lack of black officers in the department. Unfortunately, and the record is clear on this, it took the Ferguson riot to prompt Mayor Johnson and the city to do something about these disgraceful conditions. So I'll close by saying that the policy changes I just outlined are the real keys to bringing low cost and no cost accountability to law enforcement and building trustful relationships. I look forward to working with goodwill citizens, law enforcement, and elected officials in the coming weeks and months on these very important issues.